Another month has passed, and once again, we have a banger month of games coming up for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. But I only have 16 games. I had 17 games originally, but Borderlands got delayed, so we don't know when that's actually coming out now. So I had to remove that from the list, but there's still 16 other games worth checking out in the month of October. I'm going to be breaking down their prices, if they are a physical or digital or keycard release, and all of the information that you need to know. And as always, we're going to be showing them off on this tier list in the must-play category, whether I pre-order them for videos, if I'm waiting for a sale, or if I'm just not interested in that particular title. So we're going to go into all of this. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because it does take a lot of time to research all of these games and put these videos together. So let's get into it. First up, Super Mario Galaxy 1+2 bundle. This is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, not a Nintendo Switch 2. However, the Nintendo Switch 2 does get some bonuses for this particular game in the forms of 4K, additional controls, things of that nature. Now, where am I at with the Mario Galaxy bundle? I know a lot of people have been having issues with this game because it's coming in at $70 for the physical edition that includes both games, or if you buy it digitally, you can buy each game individually. It is $40 for each individual game. I personally am excited for this game simply because of the fact that I have played Mario Galaxy before, so that is what it is. But I've never played Mario Galaxy 2, and I'm a physical collector. So for me personally, this was something I was going to pick up regardless of the price point. It doesn't matter to me. I think it's worth it, especially with the bonuses that I get from Mario Galaxy. I'll replay that game in 4K and have a great time with it. And being able to play Mario Galaxy 2 for the first time is going to be really awesome. So for me personally, I think this game is really exciting, especially with the movie coming up. This is a great way to promote the movie. I think this game is going to sell like gangbusters. I think it's just going to be really, really awesome to revisit Mario Galaxy and also get to play Mario Galaxy 2. I think this is worth it. It offers the ability for people that have never played these games before to get in and play these games. So for where I'm at with Mario Galaxy bundle, I have it in the pre-ordered. I have it pre-ordered. I want the physical version. I want to be able to play this game and have it on my shelf and all that fun stuff. So I have it pre-ordered. I'll probably do a video talking about this game, maybe a couple videos that it's featured in. So for me, I'm really excited for this particular game just because I never played Mario Galaxy 2 and I like collecting physical games. That's just the way it is. So that is what it is. In the Mario Galaxy bundle, I forgot to mention, this is coming out on October 2nd. It's coming out then. You'll be able to pick it up physically. I do not know if the physical version is a limited run. You may have to get this sooner than later, kind of like the Mario 3D All-Stars, but it will be available on the eShop, so you can pick it up there as well. Now, the next game on the list is a remake. It's called Yooka Replaylee, a remake of Yooka-Laylee that came out a while ago, and I'm very excited for this particular game. It is coming out on October 9th. It is digital or physical, but the Switch 2 physical version is a full game on the cartridge. So I do have this game pre-ordered. I'm very, very excited for this. 50 bucks, full physical game. That's a no-brainer pickup for me personally. So I think this game looks fantastic. It's a 3D platformer. There's some new content that they added into this particular game. And from everything that I've heard from everybody that went hands-on with this game at events and stuff, it is great on the Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm very excited for it. I'm putting this in the must-play category. I love 3D platformers. I'm a big fan of them. I never played the original Yooka-Laylee, so I'm excited to hop in and play this one, talk about it here on the channel, and see what the Switch 2 version is. And again, I really am big on physical collecting, and any game that is fully on the cartridge that releases, I try to support if I'm super interested in the game. Even if I'm only like half interested in the game, I'll try to pick it up because I like supporting the full physical releases. Next up, I have Disgaea 7 Complete Edition. That is coming out on the Nintendo Switch 2. $70. It is digital, and it is coming out physically as a keycard on October 10th. Now, I can safely say that I know very little to nothing about this franchise. I think it's a cool concept, looks cool, but I like I said, know very, very little about this game. So for me personally, it's just something I'm not all that interested in. There's a lot of games that are coming out, and this one just doesn't make the cut for me personally. Next up, I have Little Nightmares 3. I have a cat in my lap now. Come on, you gotta get sorted. You gotta sit down. There you go. Little Nightmares 3 is coming out on October 10th as well. This one's coming in at $40. This is going to be digital or a key card, and it is also coming out on the Nintendo Switch 1. That'll be a full physical release. Now, I played the demo for Little Nightmares 3 on the Nintendo Switch 2, and I had a great time with it. I absolutely loved my experience with Little Nightmares 3, and I'm very excited to continue playing Little Nightmares 3 when it fully releases on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, for me personally, as someone who is as big a horror fan Just love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Into spooky games in general, Little Nightmares 3 is just perfect for me. This is a must-play game for me personally. I just genuinely cannot get enough of this particular game. And that leads us into the next game, which is Little Nightmares 3 Enhanced Edition. Now, I can say that I don't know 100% if this game is coming out when it says it is. It's supposed to come out October 10th on every platform. That is what the date that is listed in the trailer says, and it says it's coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. However, unlike Little Nightmares 3, Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition is not available for pre-order on the Nintendo Switch 2 eShop, which leads me to believe that maybe the Switch 2 version got delayed. I haven't seen anything confirming that. If you've seen something confirming that, let me know in the comments below. But I have not seen anything saying that the Switch 2 version was delayed. So I'm going to say it's still coming out. If it's not, leave a comment below, let everybody know, and I'll make sure I update the video in the comment section so that way people know. But based on my experience, I never played the original Little Nightmares. I never played the like the second game. This Little Nightmares 3 was my first experience with Little Nightmares, and I can say that based on my experience with the third game, I want to play the others. So if this game does come out this month, it's a must play for me. I'm going to pick this game up and play it on my Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm gonna have a great time with it. So for me, this is definitely a must play. I'd imagine it's coming out as a key card, simply because Little Nightmares 3 is coming out as a key card. That's just my assumption. There's no confirmation or anything that I've seen online regarding that, but again, I can't find that whether or not this game's actually coming out on October 10th with Little Nightmares 3 anywhere. Next up, we have Ball X Pit. Now, I've been following this game for a while. It's coming from Devolver, and it looks really, really cool. Coming in October 15th, it is a digital release. I cannot find a price for this anywhere. I checked Steam, I checked on the eShop. It's just not there. There's no price listed for this particular game. However, I think this game looks really, really cool. I like the kind of pinball style gameplay spin that they've done here. It just looks really interesting. The graphics are very nice. It's kind of got that retro, almost that HD 2D style looking graphic. I don't know. I really like it. The demo's available on Steam right now. For me personally, I think I'm going to put this in the pre-order, because if I can get it pre-ordered, I want to play this game, so I'm going to put it in a pre-order for video. I think it's going to be worth checking out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be really fun handheld on the Switch too, so I'm keen to pick that one up personally. Next up, we have Pokemon Legends ZA that is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now obviously the Switch 2, being that this is a Nintendo game, it is a full physical release, so that's worth mentioning there. It is a full physical release on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's coming in on both Switch as well as Switch 2. The Switch version is $60 and the Switch 2 version is $70. You're able to get this game. Now, I am on the fence about this game, simply because of the fact that every gameplay trailer that I've seen of this game, I just don't vibe with. It just doesn't look all that interesting. The way that they've marketed this game doesn't appeal to me. However, a lot of people that I trust in the community, in the Nintendo community, all say that if they've demoed this game, it was a lot of fun. And I personally am a huge Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon. It is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Absolutely love it. I have 1,000 hours in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playing competitive play. So for me, Pokemon's a no-brainer pickup. I'm willing to give this game a try, see what I think of it. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. That's fine. But for me, because of the nature of my love for Pokemon, it's a must-play game. They're doing some things that I don't like with this particular game, specifically looking at the like megas being locked behind rank play thing. You can check out my other video where I talked about that. But for me, I'm gonna say it's a must-play game simply because I want to know what this game's about. Everybody says it's awesome that demoed it, so I'm keen to try it. And that one's coming out October 16th. Next up on October 23rd, we have Plants vs. Zombies Replanted coming out. And I think this game looks cool. It's coming in at $20. It's a digital release coming out on the Nintendo Switch. I'm excited. I grew up playing Plants vs. Zombies. I really enjoy Plants vs. Zombies. Always been a really fun game to me. Playing it on my iPod Touch when I was a kid, just like it. So the fact that they're bringing it back and they're adding new content at $20, I think this one is something that I may pre-order for a video. I think I will end up talking about Plants vs. Zombies a little bit. I really enjoy the Plants vs. Zombies series as a whole. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very goofy, and it's just nostalgic for me personally. So for me, I'm gonna put that in the pre-order for videos category. Next up, I have Persona 3 Reloaded. Now, I can say I've never played a Persona game. Never played a Persona game. I've heard they're very good. I've heard they're very long. I have not played them for that reason. Because they're so long and I am constantly working on videos and stuff, I don't really have the time for a long game, you know. So it's not one that's really on my radar. I think I'm gonna put it in the not interested category. Maybe sometime down the road I'll pick this game up and give Persona a proper try, but as it sits right now, it's not a series that ever has grabbed my attention, and I wanted to get into it. I know that's not a diss on the game. I know it's a good game. Everybody loves the Persona series. It's just not something I've ever been all that interested in. So for me personally, not interested at this time. However, that one is coming in at $60 on the eShop, or it is also a key card release. You can pick that up as a key card if that is something that interests you. But yeah, just for me, I'm gonna leave it in not interested. Then we have Once Upon a Katamari from Bandai Namco. This game looks cute. It looks fun. Pretty good time. It's a $40 release on the Nintendo Switch, not a Switch 2 version. I'm hoping, I'm in the Bandai Namco Creators Program, and I'm hoping I get a key to try this game out and review it here on the channel. I'm going to put it in the waiting for a sale category. It's not something that, like, I'm... Of the Bandai Namco games, looking at things like Little Nightmares and things like that, it's not one that is on the same level as Little Nightmares. So for me, I'll wait for a sale and hope I get a review code, fingers crossed. If not, no worries. Maybe I'll pick it up later down the road. Next up, we have 2 Point Museum coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. And I've noticed that my 2 Point Museum... Nope, there it is. I found it. It's there. I found it. But this one's coming out on October 24th. It is a physical and digital release. The digital version is $30. The physical version is $40 because the physical version contains all the DLC and all that fun stuff. So the physical version is going to have more content available, which is why it's charging the extra $10. However, this is going to be a key card release. You're building a museum, kind of a cozy style game in that sense, where you're just kind of decorating the museum and running the museum. Me, personally, not interested. I think it's a cool game. I like the style of it, just not something I'm really all that interested in picking up for myself with all these other games coming out. Now I have Dragon Quest 1+2 HD 2D Remake is coming out on the Nintendo Switch 2. This one is coming in on October 30th. It is a Switch 2 release, $60 digital and a keycard physical release that you can pick up. Now, I like Dragon Quest. I've played a handful of Dragon Quest games. I have not played all of the Dragon Quest games, so this one is interesting to me. However, I don't know that it's going to be a day one pickup for me. Again, like I said, I've played them. I'm interested. The one that I believe it was called Sentinels of Starry Skies on the Nintendo DS, and I loved that game. I really enjoyed that. That's the Dragon Quest that always comes to mind when I think of Dragon Quest. Really enjoyed that game. But again, I don't know that this is a day one pickup for me. I love the HD 2D graphic style. I think it's really awesome. But for me, I think I'm going to put it in the waiting for a sale category. Pick it up a little bit later down the road. Just because there's other games like Little Nightmares and Pokemon and Yooka Replaylee that I'm like really interested in hopping into this month. And this one just doesn't make the list for me personally with the time that I have available. Next up, I have Hannah coming to the Nintendo Switch. This is a $20 digital release. Kind of looks like Little Nightmares in its style. The way that I saw in the trailer, it reminded me a lot of Little Nightmares. Kind of a spooky game coming in on October 30th. I think it looks interesting. I'm not completely sold on it. With Little Nightmares coming out, I may be burnt out on that style of game. Kind of an interesting time to release that particular game with Little Nightmares dropping. So I'm going to put it in the waiting for a sale category. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I won't. But right now, yeah, it looks cool. But not something that I really am like gung-ho about with Little Nightmares dropping right before it. Now we have the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, this is worth noting that the digital version is coming out on October 30th. You're able to pick this up. It contains a bunch of Mortal Kombat games. However, the physical version is dropping later, and the physical version will be a full game on the cartridge. It's not a key card. So for me personally, I'm going to say the digital release that's coming out right now, I'm not interested in. I am interested in picking this game up. I actually have it on pre-order. However, the physical version of this game doesn't come out until later this year. So I'm waiting for the full physical release to buy for my Nintendo Switch 2. So for me, the digital version, I'm not interested in, but I am getting it later down the road. So that's just something to note in regards to that particular game. I think it's going to be really awesome. It is $70 digitally and $70 for the physical full game on the cartridge, like I said, for the Switch 1. Very cool. Now we have Mina The Hollower, and this is a game I'm very interested in. The demo is available right now. However, I can't find a price for this game anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. On Steam, on the eShop, don't know. But the game is coming out on October 31st on Halloween. Very cool looking indie game. Gives me Zelda vibes, like very old school Game Boy Zelda vibes. I think it looks fantastic. I've yet to try the demo. I plan to try the demo and get a video up to talk about this particular game. However, I'm sold on it. I think it looks great. I think the style is fantastic. Everything I've heard about this game is fantastic. It's running 120 FPS on the Nintendo Switch 2. So for me, it is a Switch 1, Switch 2 release. The physical version is only available for the Kickstarters, from my understanding. If you Kickstarted the game and you back to a certain point, you get the physical version of the game. However, this is just a digital release for everybody else. For me personally, though, I'm putting this in the must-play category. I think this game looks phenomenal, and I'm really excited to try it out on the demo, see what I think of it. I'm really keen. Again, I'm going to be trying to cover this in a video, playing the demo, talking about my impressions of it, and giving you guys my thoughts. I think this game looks sick. The final game on the list is Terminator 2D No Fate, that is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this one's kind of wonky with its kind of pricing and release system. So the digital version is $30 on the eShop. You're able to pre-order this, get this. It's coming out on October 31st on Halloween, just like Mina The Hollower. However, there is a physical version. It is called the Day 1 edition, and there's also a collector's edition that's like absurdly priced. But the Day 1 edition physical is $60. So the digital is $30, the physical is $60. So I thought that was kind of interesting. However, I kind of vibe with the style of this game. I liked how it looked when I watched the trailer of it. I'm going to put it in the potential waiting for a sale category. If I can get the physical on sale, I might be willing to pick that up. I'm a big fan of Terminator. I really like the Terminator series as a whole. Grew up watching the movies. It's just a really good sci-fi series. So for me, I like to have it. I don't know that I'm going to pick it up. So it's in the waiting for a sale category. But that is it for my list of the games coming out in October. If I missed a game, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on my list and where you would rank these games, where you'd move some of these games around to. But very fun selection of games coming out that month. Pokemon, Mario Galaxy, very cool. Yooka Replaylee and Little Nightmares is exciting. Just a lot of cool games dropping this month, and I'm sure more games are going to get announced as time goes on. Maybe Borderlands just gets pushed to the end of the month. I don't know. I was really looking forward to Borderlands, so I'm a little bummed that it got delayed. I'd rather the game come out in a good state. I'd rather the game come out in a good state than be a buggy mess when it releases, so I appreciate them delaying the game. It's just, as a Borderlands fan, I was very disappointed to see it got delayed. I was very, very bummed. But I'll play that game whenever it comes out on the Nintendo Switch 2, so it doesn't matter. I'll wait for it. I'm patient. It doesn't matter. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, leave comments if I missed anything or if you change up my list. Check out the members service here on the YouTube channel. If you want to support the channel in any additional way, you could check that out. You get some additional bonuses. Not a required thing by any stretch of the imagination, just something I like to bring up. If you want to support the channel any further, you can also check out Advanced. They are the energy drink partner for the channel. They have some awesome flavors. My favorite are the watermelon lime for the energy, and then the cherry apple is really good for hydration. I do recommend 18+ for any of the caffeinated beverages, but you can use code Kneeckoh for 10% off and give me a little kickback here on the channel, and that would be appreciated. And you can check out the Discord. People over there hanging out, talking Nintendo Switch 2 all the time, talking accessories, talking games, talking all that fun stuff. So if that's something that you're into, check out the Discord. Fun community. We're just chill, hanging out, having a good time. And when Borderlands drops, I'm going to definitely try to get some people to like squat up with for Borderlands. So that could be a lot of fun. So check that out. And like I said, that is it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out, helps the video out, helps the channel out immensely. But until next time, peace.